Hey, you're not that far from the person that you want to be. It comes down to your actions, it comes down to your visualizations, and it comes down to how bad do you want it. How bad do you want to travel the world? How bad do you want your dream body? How bad do you want to become the Ultimate 10 version of yourself? If you don't want it bad enough, it's never going to happen. You got to be willing to die to be great. I'd rather die knowing that I did something with my life instead of complaining and instead of going through the motions. If you keep going through the motions, you're gonna end up in the same position your whole life, wondering why you never took actions, wondering why you're fat, wondering why you're skinny, wondering why nothing has changed in your life. It's because you're not changing your habits. You're not changing how you view life. You view life from a point of view of lack, of fear, of doubt. How are you going to get anywhere if you're doubting and you're fearing yourself? The only way to overcome fear is getting closer to God and walking out of faith. I came to Bali walking out of faith. You know, when I started my business, my 9 to 5 job was making more money, correct? But then I came to Bali walking out of faith, knowing that I'm gonna grow more, knowing that I'm gonna inspire other people, knowing that I'm gonna get an amazing experience. And even if I fail, I'm still gonna get better. That's what you have to think of. If you're not thinking of, I might fail waking up early, I might fail eating clean, then you're never going to succeed. You have to fail to succeed. That's why I go to failure in the weight room, because I have to fail in the weight room to go to the next level, to take it far. I had to take it far enough of leaving my girl. I had to take it far enough of leaving my family. I had to take it far enough of leaving food on the table. Some days I might not be able to eat that much because I can't afford as much as I want to. But that shouldn't hold me back for me still pushing to the next level. Even though you can't afford something right now, you can try your best to fit in your macros. Try your best to still get your protein in. Even though you don't feel like getting out the game, maybe you cut down the time that you spend on the game by an hour every single month, and you cut it down, you subtract it. These small things are gonna add up. Maybe you're starting out your fitness journey. You're gonna start with 3 days, and then maybe add on 4 days, and build up your consistency. Same with the meals. Maybe you wanna start eating clean 5 days of the week, and then have some cheat meals on the weekend, but build up the momentum and see who you can become. Because every small step that you're struggling in is only making you stronger. I'm gonna pour out my heart for my community because this is what I love and this is what I do. And this is only gonna make me stronger. Even when I don't feel like it, I still gotta show up. I gotta show for my family. I gotta show for God. Because you're a man. And a man's deeds are to be strong, even though you feel weak. Because soon, if you want a family, you're gonna have to carry the weight of your kids, carry the weight of your wife. And are you strong enough for that? That's why I love going through the challenges. I love pushing myself because it's gonna build me and shape me into the man that I'm meant to become. A stoic man, a powerful man, the Ultimate 10 version of myself. And what does that look like? It looks like financial freedom. What does financial freedom take? How do you get there? You gotta put yourself in unknown situations, like starting off your business, maybe going without money for a couple months, maybe trying a new job. You gotta take those steps if you want the financial freedom. You're not gonna get financial freedom working your shit 9 to 5 your whole life. It sucks to tell you that, but it is a fact. If I stayed at my job, I would have stayed the same my whole life. And if I never changed my eating habits, I would be a skinny fuck with acne my whole life. And if I never started hitting the weight room, I would have been a skinny fuck too, and I would never got jacked. And I would never have opportunities of modeling, opportunities of being big on social media, opportunities of inspiring people around the world. I wouldn't have that opportunity. The other day, a dude at the store wanted to take a photo with me because I'm jacked, because I look good. I wouldn't have the opportunity to take that photo if I never stepped out of my comfort zone? So the opportunity is there, but are you gonna step into the fear? Are you gonna step into the unknown? If you never step into the unknown, you will never know the outcomes of what will happen. I rather fail and know what I could get better at instead of not even trying. If you're not even trying, you're never gonna know what you could have been. And if you wanna die that way, that is a joke. You're gonna live life with regret. You're gonna be on your deathbed wishing you would have traveled, took the risk, went to Bali, maybe booked that road trip, travel across the world. And especially if you're young right now, you're about 20 to 30, 20 to 25, now's the best time to take the risk. Now's the best time to start that business. Now's the best time to travel the world, experience new things. So then you can have memories and do it with the people that you love. I came out here with my boy Ian. That's my fucking boy right there. And I'm gonna build a deep connection with him because we both sacrificed our jobs, we both sacrificed our girlfriends, we sacrificed our family, we sacrificed our friends. When I was grinding alone in the dark, I couldn't talk to any of my friends. I had to stay focused on the vision and who I wanted to become. Because it's a lonely journey when you're trying to tap into your full potential. That's why I love Ultimate10 Academy, because it brings everybody together trying to become the Ultimate 10. Whether you're alone right now, because you have a community to look upon and see other people doing the same thing as you, that's gonna push you even farther on your journey. I wake up and see Ultimate10 Academy. I see my clients eating clean, Devon, Adam, Eli, Rocky, all of them eating clean, Erraticus. And of course, that's gonna give me some spark for the day, because I see other people working out, hitting PRs, eating clean, because they're trying to tap into their full potential. And that's gonna help me tap into my full potential, even when I don't feel like it, even when the days feel long, even though I feel tired, I feel hurt. That's gonna sharpen me to the man that I need to become. I need to be strong. I need to be stoic through the dark times, because soon my future wife is gonna need a strong shoulder to lean on. Same with my kids. Do you wanna be that man for your family? Or are you gonna keep playing small and staying in your comfort zone? The only way that you can play big is ultimately becoming the Ultimate 10 version of yourself. I use this every single day. I start off my day as a 4, and I gotta become that 10. And I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and this has game changed my life. Working out every day, eating clean, focusing on Ultimate10 Academy. That's what has changed my life. Structures, systems that has helped me stay focused on who I wanna be. There's a lot of outside distractions nowadays, like social media, girls, partying, hanging out with your friends. All that is a distraction. Especially if you're 20 to 30 years old, now's the best time to crack down on who you want to become. These times are so important. These times of waking up early. These times of starting your business. These times of getting your body right. You're at your peak. You're supposed to have the highest level of testosterone you can ever have. Right now. Right here. But you're not taking no actions to get the testosterone. You're not eating clean. You're not lifting weights. You're not sleeping enough. So why would God give you the opportunity if you're not taking the steps? See, I took the step of eating clean. So God gave me the opportunity to get jacked. I took the opportunity of stepping out of my comfort zone to post on social media. So God gave me the opportunity to have 5K subs and to have my own business to help people become the Ultimate 10. God gave me an opportunity, so I took the opportunity. And God's giving you an opportunity right now. Do you want to level up and become a 10? Do you want to change your life? Do you want to walk around with confidence? Do you want to eat clean and feel high energy and walk around with confidence and talk out of the flow state? I would have never been able to talk with this much confidence if I didn't start off in my room 2 2 years ago, posting YouTube videos, looking at the camera, talking. And now I can talk out of the flow because I've been doing it for so long. If I start making money on my business, which I am, I'm just gonna build it up and I'm just gonna keep making more money. Same with the weights. If I'm hitting the weights, I'm gonna keep getting stronger. Same with social media. I'm growing my social media. It's gonna keep growing. But of course, it's the same thing with going downhill. If you're eating shit food and you keep eating shit food, you're gonna keep feeling like shit, keep looking like shit, keep that shit mindset. Because you are what you eat. And of course, you're gonna be thinking about terrible thoughts if you're putting terrible food in your body. It's kind of common sense. Same thing with not working out. If you keep not working out, of course, you're not gonna have muscle. Of course, you're gonna be skinny. Of course, you're gonna look like shit. Of course, you're gonna be fat. Same thing with your surroundings. If you keep hanging out with bums, you are going to be a bum. It's not really rocket science. It's common sense. So step into the man that you want to become after this video. And I'm going to keep inspiring and keep helping you guys grow every day. I'm going to die for this shit because this is what I love. I put my blood, my sweat, my tears on the line, and I want you guys to do the same because that's the only thing that's going to pay off. In the long run, when you look back and you're 80 years old and you know that you put it in that work, you know that you got rich, you know that you got your dream car, you know that you built your dream family, that's the only thing that's gonna matter. You should not be worried about chasing girls, going to parties, and fucking off. Why are you fucking off? There's no point. My wisdom is so high to the point where I don't think like you 20-year-olds. I think as if I'm about 40 years old with a body of a 20-year-old. That's how I'm thinking. And if you're thinking like a 18-year-old, 20-year-old, and you're fucking off partying, your life is gonna look like shit. And now's the best time to change it. Now's the best time to put the girls to the side. Trust me, your wife is waiting for you at the end of the road. Now is the best time to lock in on the man that you want to become. There's nothing more important about the time right now. Right now is where you start that business. Right now is where you take the leap of faith and to become the man that you want to become. I'm becoming that man every day, and I thank God for giving me a vision so I can help out everybody around the world. Because I want you guys to see the world. I want you guys to have an abundance of life. So like and sub for more content. We're in Bali right now. It's a beautiful place to be. The pool down there. It's a blessing from God. God seen me in the dark rooms, hitting the cold plunge, waking up at 2:45. And I appreciate all the blessings from God. But the way to get the blessings is you got to put the work in. You got to show up every day. And if you need help with that, click the link down below. Book a one-on-one call with me, and I'll see if you're fit for Ultimate 10 coaching. I'll help you become the Ultimate 10 in every aspect of your life. In the name of Jesus, appreciate you guys tuning in. Catch you guys later. Peace out.